Good, happy Monday evening. Is Monday, August 1st, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Monday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Monday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, Massachusetts couple charged in alleged armed robbery, chase, hostage taking in Hampstead. Police say man armed with BB gun threatened fiancé residence. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hi, I'm Melissa Walters, CEO of BlindsBlur.com. Ever since my mom launched Blind...
A busy and alarming night for officers here at the Hampstead Police Department. We just got the official information here minutes ago. We can tell you that right now, a couple from Massachusetts are here in police custody, facing a long list of charges. Accused of armed robbery is Jose Robles, along with his fiancée, Camille Knox. Police tell us that they responded to reports of an armed robbery at the Extra Mart on Emerson Avenue shortly after 2 o'clock. Attempts to pull over the suspect vehicle led to a pursuit, and then police were dispatched to Wellington Drive for report of a home armed invasion. Inside that home on Wellington Drive were the homeowners, a grandmother, and their children, all being held at gunpoint. We can also tell you that several times during the pursuit that Jose Robles held the gun to his fiancee's head. She was the one driving. At some point during this home invasion, the home residents were able to escape the home, and they were able to take this couple into custody. The fiancé told police that Jose Robles was high on cocaine and methamphetamine. They were taken into custody, and police tell us it was then determined that that gun was actually a BB gun. Of course, this is a developing situation here in Hampstead. We are following it. We will bring you more information and a refined version of this information later on this evening on the air and online. For now, we're live in Hampstead. Amy Cavino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Toxicology expert testifies as Randolph motorcycle crash trial continues for second week. Vladimir Zazovsky charged with negligent homicide and manslaughter. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Well, determining whether or not Vladimir Zhukovsky was impaired at the time of that crash is so critical to both sides in this case. Today, the state called on a forensic toxicologist from Pennsylvania to testify about the original lab results on Zhukovsky's blood in June of 2019. She says they found levels of opioids below the normal reporting level, but that the drugs could affect the ability for a person to operate a motor vehicle. The defense questioned whether those low levels could have been a factor in the crash.
Just the presence of these substances alone in a person's blood does not mean that they are impaired.
Correct.
And that there's more analysis or more information that is needed to make that determination.
Yes, you need the totality of the circumstances.
A firefighter who says he treated Zhukovsky for a drug overdose in Massachusetts 1 month prior to the Randolph crash. He also took the stand. We'll hear from him tonight at 6. In the studio, Jamie Staten, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Sorry about that, everyone. That was the cat Malibu getting in the on camera. Sorry about that, everyone. Sports betting in Massachusetts could affect New Hampshire revenues. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
This is more than just a medal. Special Olympics help me get off the sideline and into the game of life. But that can't be done without people like you. Thank you for your support.
Jamie, this was a last-minute deal by the Massachusetts legislature to make this thing happen today. They think they can bring in an additional $60 million in annual tax revenue from it. The key question for us is how much of that money would have otherwise come here to the Granite State for betting. Their version of sports betting allows wagering on professional and college athletics, but not on mass teams unless they're in a tournament like March Madness. In New Hampshire, since launch, more than $1 billion has been wagered and $30 million has been collected in taxes for public education. Mass lawmakers, in passing this today, think they now have the competitive edge for sports betting across New England.
Our tax rate is a lot less than New Hampshire and Rhode Island. They're about 50%. So we think this allows the operators to provide a better gaming experience for our consumers. So we actually think it's going to bring folks from New Hampshire and Rhode Island and New York back to us.
Yeah, Massachusetts going for 20%. New Hampshire's is around 50% for the taxes. We have reached out to the New Hampshire Lottery to see if they believe this change could impact sports betting here in the Granite State and all, and whether it will impact how much tax money is brought in here. In the studio, Steve Botari, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. More than 50 thefts from unlocked vehicles reported in Franconia area. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Here's a song about a brawny paper towel.
Oops, sorry about that.
When your ice cream cone needs an ice cream handle, your table's disrespected by a guy named Randall. You need a little towel strong enough to handle. Use a little square, not more. Terra Square paper towels from Brawny.
Police departments in and around Franconia are investigating more than 50 thefts from unlocked cars. Early Friday morning, police say a Franconia resident saw someone taking things out of a vehicle. They say he chased the suspect and held him until officers arrived. Police say that led them to several stolen items. Anyone who may have been victimized is encouraged to call police.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Plastow police issue warning after string of burglaries. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Letting go of my diamond ring was really hard, but selling it for the best price was simple, thanks to worthy.
The Plastow Police Department is warning people to be careful after several nighttime burglaries. Police say 3 businesses were targeted in town. Officers are reminding people to lock their doors and make sure alarm and camera systems are working properly. Anyone with information about the recent break-ins should call Plastow Police.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Prince Charles charity reportedly accepted donations from Osama bin Laden's family. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Hey Google, party lights on.
Now to Prince Charles facing new questions over a donation to his charity from the family of Osama bin Laden. Maggie really is at Buckingham Palace with the story. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, good morning, George. Yeah, and this isn't the first time this summer that Prince Charles's charities have been wrapped up in a scandal. And guys, this is all happening just as the prince is taking on more responsibilities in the royal family. This morning, a new scandal rocking the royal family. The heir to the throne, Prince Charles, accused of accepting more than $1 million in 2013 for his charity from the family of Osama bin Laden, the founder of Al-Qaeda and mastermind behind the September 11th attacks.
Although the Prince of Wales has done nothing illegal in accepting this money for his charities, optically it's just appalling.
According to the Sunday Times, the future king secured the money for the Prince of Wales charitable fund from 2 of bin Laden's half-brothers in Saudi Arabia. Neither has ties to terrorism, and the family officially disavowed bin Laden decades ago. The Sunday Times also claiming the prince agreed to the donation despite several of his advisors allegedly pleading with him to return the money, warning it would cause national outrage if the news leaked to the media.
Fundamentally, I think that this has been naive at best and stupid at worst. These revelations, although not illegal, don't actually help his reputation and damage the monarchy in the long term.
The Prince's office, Clarence House, confirming the donation was made, but denying that Prince Charles brokered it. In a statement saying, the Prince of Wales Charitable Fund has assured us that thorough due diligence was undertaken in accepting this donation. The decision to accept was taken by the charity's trustees alone, and any attempt to characterize it otherwise is false.
Her Majesty's government's priority.
As Prince Charles steps further into the spotlight, taking over responsibilities for the Queen, these new allegations coming on the heels of another scandal. Just last month, reports surfaced that Prince Charles's charity reportedly accepted more than $3 million of cash in suitcases from a Qatari billionaire over the last decade. Dubbed the cash in bags controversy, the Charity Commission did review this claim, deciding that no further action would be taken and no investigation would be launched.
Now, since it appears there was nothing illegal about that donation from the bin Laden family, no investigation has been announced. But, guys, it's the very optics around that donation that could cause the most harm. Guys.
Okay, thank you, Maggie.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for...
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Thank you for tuning in for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Have a great evening. Good night and goodbye.